Elias was 38, a venture capitalist living in a penthouse overlooking the Dubai Marina. His life was made of glass, sleek, sharp, and impossible to touch. Meetings, mergers, Maseratis. But his 4-year-old daughter, Amira, barely spoke anymore. Since her mother left for a break that turned permanent, the little girl only talked to the stuffed giraffe in her room. Elias did what many did. He hired help. Through an agency, he met Mira. She was 33, soft-spoken, Filipina, with quiet eyes and perfect English. She had credentials. She smiled gently. And most importantly, Amira smiled back. For weeks, Elias barely noticed Mira beyond the morning updates. Then one night, he heard piano music, real music, not from speakers. He walked toward the sound. There was Mira, playing an old upright piano he'd forgotten was even there. Amira sat beside her, humming. "What is that?" he asked. Mira turned. "Chopin. She likes the sad notes." The next day, Elias asked more. Mira had studied classical music. In Manila, she used to teach at a conservatory before she took this job. "But why?" Elias asked. She looked him in the eye. "To pay for my sister's leukemia treatment. She's 17. He paused. For a man who moved millions, he suddenly felt very small. That night, he looked at his daughter, finally sleeping, arms around the giraffe. And he looked at Mira, who had given the child something he hadn't been able to buy, presents. Here's the twist. One day, Mira's phone rang. Her sister had taken a turn. Mira asked for a month off to fly home. Elias hesitated, not because of work, but because he was afraid Amira would shut down again. Still, he said yes. Then something strange happened. The next morning, Elias found a music notebook Mira had left for Amira. On the first page, written in pencil, "Don't wait until something is gone to hear its music." When Mira returned a month later, Amira was playing the piano, awkwardly, joyfully. Elias offered Mira more money, a permanent role, a raise. Mira smiled. "I'm not staying," she said. "My sister's better, and I've been accepted into a graduate program in Paris, full scholarship." Elias was stunned. "But Amira needs you." Mira shook her head gently. "No, Amira needs you to become who you were always too busy to be." She handed him the notebook. "The last page is blank. It's yours." That night, Elias sat by the piano beside his daughter. He didn't know how to play, but he started anyway.